Hi, I'm Greg Frost with Frost Mortgage, and you're watching UABQ.
Don't believe me, just watch.
Back on the Morning Brew with friends and with Greg Frost, talking interest rates today and football. By the way, did you watch the Panthers game yesterday?
A little bit of it.
A little bit of it. Still undefeated, 12-0.
Cam Newton is the best player in the NFL right now.
He was hitting receivers all over the field yesterday.
And running. He's a double threat.
Yeah.
And keeps the defenses honest.
I think he had as much rushing yards as anyone.
Yeah, no, he's one of their top rushers. The guy's a phenomenal player.
Yeah.
He's just a phenomenal player.
Do you think he's got a chance of taking it all the way? He's 12-0 now.
Why not?
Right?
Why not?
They
beat 12 teams.
I know.
So
everyone.
Who else is there to beat?
There's, I guess,
New England.
Right. New England's it. And
Yeah.
they're not in the same conference, are they?
No.
No.
They have to meet down the road.
That's the only chance they'll have.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
It will be.
Well, I think one of the other great things is there are, when it comes to the mortgage thing here,
Sure.
There's efforts on the part of Fannie Mae to stimulate more first-time home buying. Am I right?
Well, that millennial group is a group everybody's got their eye on, and they're
Right.
targeting. They'd like to get them moving and get them into home ownership. They have not advanced to home ownership like was anticipated. So there's this big
Right.
block of economic benefit here that
Right.
just kind of hasn't gotten started.
Right.
So Fannie Mae's done a lot of things to loosen up lending to assist these millennials, these first-time home buyers. One of the programs that's very popular, a brand new program, Home Ready. Okay, from Fannie Mae. 3% down, that's all. So it's 97% loan to value.
That makes
so
it
it's
pretty
3%
easy.
down, but what's even better is it can be gifted. So your parents can give you the 3% down,
You don't have to have
or a
that lying
close
around.
family member, somebody with a close tie that you have can give you the 3% down and assist you in purchasing the home, because the down payment is an obstacle.
Right. Well,
saving that
even-
down payment.
Right. Well, even at 3% of that sounds low. It could still be a lot of money.
Well, it's $3,000 per $100,000.
Right.
So in town where the average sales price is around about $200,000,
That's
$6,000.
You just got to have lying
plus
around.
closing costs. So you're talking about $10,000. That's a big nut for people to save. So
Right.
this program comes in and allows a gift for the down payment. It also allows us as lenders to utilize lender credits for their mortgage insurance.
Oh.
So part of their closing costs is mortgage insurance premium, and we're allowed to use a lender credit to pay the mortgage insurance premium on their behalf. So that limits the amount of dollars that they have to expend. It's only a 620 FICO score, which is low. And the program allows a 50% debt-to-income ratio. So once you
Not
add your house
33%,
payment,
which is the
33,
regular.
40, it's 50% once you have your
Isn't that
mortgage
dangerous?
payment.
Isn't that kind of the stuff we got into in like the mid-2000s?
Not even kind of.
Okay.
That stuff, someday we'll talk about that
Okay.
stuff.
That's
But
a whole
not-
other show.
No, this is just a little fudge towards the
Okay.
loosening. It's just a little fudge, but it's a welcome fudge.
Yeah.
And,
Well, why aren't millennials buying homes? What is the
well,
roadblock there?
I think experience. They were teenagers when this awful thing happened in the finance world,
Right.
and so they perceived the house as
An anchor almost.
an anchor as opposed to an opportunity. The great American dream of home ownership turned into the great American nightmare.
Right.
And,
They probably saw a lot of their parents lose
They
their
saw
homes.
their parents lose their homes and their lifestyles decline as a result, and so they're worried about it. And then millennials also want mobility.
Right.
Okay.
Well, who
and
doesn't?
So, right. And their roots. When you take a look at household generations right now, how many households are being generated?
Yeah.
There's more starting to be generated, but fewer of them are married households. They're not. They're single individuals who are cohabitating. That's a different dynamic.
It
And
is.
You don't. I think some people
When you don't have
would
the
be,
shared bank account, you
well,
don't have the shared.
well, I think some people would be. It's less of a decision to marry somebody than to buy a house with them.
Right.
Because that house is a 30-year contract. So and I think millennials keep that in the back of their mind.
Absolutely.
But this loan program's out there to help them. Okay. There's
Very
another
cool.
loan program that Fannie Mae's brought out to help the seasoned home purchaser, and it's encouraging.
When you say seasoned, does that mean somebody who's bought one or two homes?
Yeah,
before?
somebody that's experienced at buying houses. They've had a few houses. They're middle-aged, and they're looking at expanding their portfolio of real estate. Okay, Fannie Mae didn't used to be a good place to go to get financing for that.
Right.
But all of a sudden they're saying, all right, Owner-occupied duplex, okay? We'll go 95% loan to value on an owner-occupied duplex if you're living in the property, okay? We'll also owner-occupied triplex and fourplex. So they'll finance up to a fourplex as long as the individual lives in the fourplex themselves. And there are many fourplexes around. Old Griff Pickard years ago built, you remember his name, he built all kinds of fourplexes where there was a master unit and three tenant units.
Yeah.
Or
well, they're right over here
units.
in my neighborhood downtown.
Right, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
absolutely.
He
They're
built
great.
a bunch of them. And so somebody that wants to do
It's a
something
great
like
investment
that,
property.
It's a great investment for seasoned investors, for seasoned real estate owners.
Right,
Okay?
and people who don't mind being a landlord to 3 other people.
Exactly.
Which, to me, would be a nightmare.
Well, it's not something I'm going to do, but there are a lot of people that do that, and they supplement their income with the rental income from the duplex or the triplex or the fourplex.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then there's some stuff for sellers too, right?
Well, one of the things we're doing at Frost Mortgage, I've looked through the MLS where all sellers list their property for sale here in Albuquerque.
Which is one of my favorite websites. I just go on the MLS sometimes and just see what houses are for sale.
Right, exactly. It's fun to shop by finger.
Right. Yeah, you just look and I'm like, that house is $800,000.
I know.
It blows my mind.
Well, and your impressions that you get as to whether or not that house is worth $800,000 or not is in the photo array that they have.
Right.
There to show you the house.
If the photo looks dumpy and they're asking $800,000 for it, I'm like,
well,
come on.
there's nothing, and you never get another chance to make a first impression, right?
Right.
So what we're doing at Frost Mortgage is anybody who's got their home for sale, listed for sale, and they're planning on buying another home in New Mexico, anywhere in New Mexico, they can come to us, and if they'll make loan application with us for their new home purchase, we'll give them a free photo van pictorial package. It's a platinum package. It costs over $350.
But it makes a
they'll come in and do elevated photographs of your house. They'll also come in with a drone and do a drone photo of your house.
Those are cool.
Your house in the neighborhood. Yeah, it's a great package, and it'll help sellers get more showings because folks like you that are shopping with their finger on the internet will say, "Hey, I'd like to look at that house. This is a sharp-looking house."
Right.
And it'll get more showings. And if you get more showings, you sell your house faster. It's just a numbers game.
Right.
Once you list your house, you want as many people to see it as possible. You lure them into making visits to your house by having a very professional photo pictorial done. And we're providing the professional photo pictorial if you just apply for your next home loan with us.
That makes it easy. And then finally, next week, you and I have been talking about this for months. Fed rate increase. Now, I am thinking that I saw the jobs report numbers last week, up. Not a whole lot, but up. And even the updated numbers are up.
Yes, they didn't go down. I've been asking you to look at those updates.
Right, the updates are staying up.
They're staying up, yeah.
So one of the big things the Federal Reserve is concerned about was inflation, which could be happening because more people are getting jobs. The one wrinkle in it is that the average salaries are not going up.
No.
More people are working, but salaries are not going up.
Well, those new jobs are seasonal jobs.
Yeah.
They're people working down at the shopping mall.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
But your ultimate question is, are interest
Are
rates
they going to raise it?
Yes, and this is the first time I've said this
It
on the show
is.
since
It
I've
is.
been
This
there.
is momentous right here.
It's yes, but only 0.25%. And that has already been factored into our interest rates. If we can show the interest rate
I think
slide,
we even got the photo.
we show that FHA and VA are still below 4%. Conventional has now creeped up above 4% for the first time in years.
Years.
Okay?
And by years, I mean decades.
Almost a decade. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, great. We're going to be back in a couple of seconds.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay.
He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire.